Seems as though I thought being a YouTuber would be different. Looking at it from the outside, everything seems so appealing. You mean to tell me that I can make money while playing video games? You gain a following and people love you? Shoot, man, sign me up. Well, let me tell you my personal perspective on this and how it can change the way you look at things, view things. Also, if you're interested in becoming a YouTuber, what it really takes, welcome to episode 19 of Righteous Thoughts. Now, firstly, I love being a content creator. Doing this has allowed me to express my creativity in ways I've never been able to. Real talk. And even though I love the process, it's definitely not easy. I got into this a little over a year ago after building my first PC. It wasn't my first priority to start making money when I wanted to become a content creator. I just wanted to see if it was something for me. And I was a bit reluctant because I didn't really want to put myself out there like that. I started to ask myself questions like, what are people going to think? Are they going to look at me as a loser because I'm covering video games? I had to quickly get over that and just do it. Learn the basics and go from there. And the whole thing had been a huge learning experience for me. The first 5 videos I uploaded barely broke 1,000 views. Then boom, Burn and Bleed was released the day after Title Update 6. The only new build I seen for that patch that day, and my channel exploded. I was suddenly noticed in the Division community. Never changed my build's thumbnail style since. A few tweaks here and there, but overall the same. I soon after got monetized and began to gain revenue shortly after. Then I started to really consider it as a career move. My entrepreneurial mindset started to set in even more. That's really cool and all, but it doesn't happen without effort and sacrifice. It's a lot of work and takes so much of your time. But here's the thing, all of my growth was happening when the Division 2 was popular. All the title updates coming with new gear and exotics, Warlords of New York and others. So I would average over 20 to 30,000 views each build. But the funny thing about YouTube is that people subscribe to you for one thing, that particular game you've built your channel from. So if that game becomes dry or they stop development of that game, or most importantly, you don't want to cover it anymore because you just have other ambitions, then it becomes a problem. Let's be real. Nobody enjoys doing the same thing over and over again. Being a YouTuber forces you into that because the algorithm keeps you covering the same game, no matter how many subscribers you have. And all that excitement you had coming into this when you thought that you'd make money playing video games, it's not like it used to be. It starts to become a job that you don't enjoy. You can try and branch out, but it takes a lot of work and effort. Like I said, it's like starting over each time. So you have to ask yourself, are you willing to do that? And check this out. The YouTube algorithm is basically a real-time feedback loop that tailors videos to each viewer's different interests. It decides which videos will get suggested to individual users. The algorithm's goals are twofold. Find the right video for each viewer and get viewers to keep watching. And there are title keywords that trigger the algorithm more than others, like best, insane, destroy, melt, immortal, truth, words like that. And if you don't really talk like that, it forces you to be like everyone else. I personally try to make my titles reflect what my video is about. And if it happens to contain trigger words, then so be it. I feel like doing it otherwise will compromise my integrity. You also gain a more loyal following if you stay true to yourself. This is what I'm trying to do. Even though I love making Division 2 builds, it gets boring sometimes. I'm just being honest. I can't remember when I actually just played another game extensively other than the Division 2, which is why I'm hyped for Outriders. It's a good game. And even if I get less views covering that game, it's not gonna bother me because I'm enjoying myself, which is what I initially got into this business for. And I'm trying to get back to that. I'm just trying to be real with y'all, and being real with myself is what's gonna get me there. I want people to like me for me, not just the Division 2 builds guy. You ever notice YouTubers like 𝐤𝐸𝐴𝐚, Like Butter, or LaserBolt? 𝐤𝐸𝐴𝐚 takes huge breaks. He's been in the game for a long time, ever since Division 1. Like Butter went from covering Gears of War to Division to Overwatch to covering Pokemon card opening videos, barely getting 1,000 views with sometimes more dislikes than likes in each video. But you know what? You can see it in his face that he doesn't even care, because it's something he likes to do. Maybe he's always liked to do it and just never pulled the trigger on it. LaserBolt has over 200,000 subscribers. used to cover the Division 2 and now covers multiple games. Again, averaging 1,000 to 2,000 views per video. And remember what I said, this YouTube thing can change the way you think. It can change the way you view things mentally. Look at it this way. Just imagine going from averaging thousands of views per video, then trying to branch out to cover other games you may be interested in and not even getting a fraction of the views that you used to get. It can be scary, man. So it can force you to stay where you're at, despite the fact that you're not happy. And when you do branch out and get those low views, you start to think, man, is there something wrong with me? Am I not interesting to people? And where are all my subscribers at? I got 50,000 subs. I got 100,000 subs. What's going on? So then you start to doubt yourself. And that's why you have to be strong-willed to do this. You can't let it get to you. So if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, I have some important advice for you. Just stay consistent and drop quality content. It could pay off eventually, or you could just go viral. Who knows? It happens sometimes. But with the inconsistency of YouTube, it's not easy to make a career out of this. Some of you have a family. I have a family. I have a full-time job. So you have responsibilities, but you also love to content create, and it's not yielding the results you hope for. For me, I'm just going to continue making videos the way I've been doing them. I believe the subscriber base I gained from my style of doing things brings a more loyal following. It does take a little longer than the traditional way of YouTubing, but I believe it's worth it. I'm also working on a huge project that's keeping me busy day in and day out, and I'm going to reveal it to everyone this year, and I cannot wait to tell you about it. It's literally game-changing. That's pretty much it for this episode. I hope you benefited from this, and tell me your thoughts down below. Really, I want to hear them. I'll see you in my next video. Be right out.